Hi everyone, my name is Maxi Daniel, aka Charlie Mrembo, aka Mutu wa Mapesa, aka okay, when none.
I'm the amazing Wayne Eriko Froms.
And what are you doing here?
I'm hiring you and I'm buying you. Adios.
All right. That is Wayne, a good friend of mine, aka my son. Recently, aliniintroduce kama employer wake. I don't know why. By the way, kitu ni sawa. So this week, there's a time I touched something on SGBV. Some time, kitambo kidogo. I think a month, 2 months, 3 months ago. It's been 4 months by the way tangu tuanze kuongea hapa YouTube. So yeah, so I talked about something on SGBV and people were maneno kusemanga people asked me. Sasa hizo labda hata ni watu wanne. And then 4 people asked me to to touch a little bit on it one more time. So recently, Talanta Africa and Plan International have been doing different campaigns on SGBV, on matters SGBV, and even as we speak right now, I am in a certain training with them on the same. And out of the various community dialogues that we've had and everything, there's one constant information or one constant thing that comes out in all these discussions, and it is family and how family is a hindrance to justice. Yeah, or you find probably a child has been defiled by the uncle or the brother or just somebody within the family, the grandfather, something within the family. But because now this person is family, I'm doing family because now that this one is a monster, it becomes a different kind of discussion. Now they want the story to feature iende chini ya maji, and it becomes a problem for the victim because now the question is, fine, we have ignored the case, we haven't reported anything, and we are not even discussing this at home, and no one is even remembering such a thing happened to you. But as the victim, what happens? You continue having mental torture, you continue having different things happening to you like PTSD, you get depressed and all those things, but no one cares at that point because at the end of the day, this is the family member. Yeah. And then another one came in where I was actually talking to Wayne, the guy that just left here, and we were discussing some of the issues. For example, in a school setup, we find there are things that our teachers do that are wrong. For example, there's this one that I had where a certain teacher would pinch girls on their breasts. Then there's another one where the girls would be pinched huku ndani ya mguu. Okay, I'm wearing a very sweatpants, so huku ndani, yeah, ya mguu and ya mapaja actually, and it kinda, I don't know about you, but for me it was a different experience. I mean, not experience per se, but it kinda scared me sort of hearing such things. Also, there were things like you find people like village elders, chiefs. They're the ones that hinder justice. And in what sense? A village admin knows most of the homes, whether it's an urban setup or a literal village setup. They know all these people, and they know Maxine, mtoto wa Jeff na Martha, for example. And wanajua if something happens to so and so, and it is so and so who's done it, maybe who's the auntie, huyu ni auntie yake ndiye amemdefile, then sort tu kinyumbani. And these kinyumbani things are the reason why people are resorting to murder, because now I'm asking myself, I didn't get justice. This guy is roaming freely in this compound. I see this lady every day, yes, and I have a constant reminder that this person defiled me, but then there was nothing I could do about it because community, society has said, this is my aunt, you see. So it becomes null and void. What do? I poison this one, or I stab them, or something, just for me to feel they're no longer in my space. You see? So instead of allowing ourselves to resort to those kind of violence, allowing people to resort to those kind of violence, why don't we first start with reporting? During my Shujaa Day, I was celebrating everyone who reported a sexual offense, violence case, and anyone who loved themselves even after years of trauma. It wasn't just for formalities purposes, but it was because I really, really, really celebrate you. Because people have suffered violence, especially sexual violence. Research says out of 5 girls, 4 have been sexually harassed to some extent, defilement, rape, to some extent, indecent act, whatever. Yeah, and most people know even the rules that come, the years that one can stay in prison when when they become a perpetrator. But now we do not take these things seriously because we think we can always bribe our way into justice system. Fine, the justice system is rigged. We're not gonna lie. We're not going to lie. But make an effort. Make an effort to always find a way to report these things, educate people. Don't wait until you're the victim for you to start advocating. Sometimes you don't really have to be a victim for you to advocate for something, honestly. You see, I don't have to have been beaten by my husband or my wife or whoever for me to start advocating to advocate against domestic violence. Or I don't have to be a victim of rape for me to advocate against rape, you see. So don't wait until you're the victim. In whichever spaces that we belong in, wake up, stand up. 16 days of activism is coming. Start doing something around that. I don't know, it's coming. I'm going to next week. Yeah. So start doing something around that, and not just during the 16 days of activism, all year round. Make sure that you educate people. Yeah. Anyway, so thank you all so much for taking your time to listen in and to subscribe and to share and to watch. And we are grateful, we are happy, and good stuff